And the all-time genius of the practical joke. He invented sticky toilet paper.
Now that's pure evil right there. Sticky toilet paper?
Is that a thing? I would buy that for somebody in a
Then
second.
you are inhuman and you're a villain.
I would so buy that and just go to somebody's house and just slip it on their roll.
Sir, you are evil. And if they ever come out with sticky toilet paper, you will not come into my house anymore.
We'll see.
No. Or my ass cheeks get stuck together. That's the last time you enter my house. Evil. They should have known the man was evil when he made that. Sticky toilet paper? You don't do that to people. Martin's like, I do.
Yeah, I do.
That was Martin trying to come to your house right now. Hello. Can I use your toilet, please?
Perfectly fine.
Talk about this Halloween. I don't know if y'all remember Halloween 2, but Halloween 2 did not do well with the critics.
Did it not?
No, it did not. And it did sort of do well at the box office, but old Michael, he didn't bring it in like he did with part 1 out there. And that's when the studio says, thank you, Michael, but, you know, we'll be exploring other options after this.
You'll leave your duties.
Yeah.
Your services are no longer needed.
Yeah, why don't you just take a break and we'll call you, you know. We'll have some other projects down the line. We promise. All right, Boobala, see you. You know, so that's when they went with the idea of, you know what, old Mike ain't bringing it in. We just don't want to repeat the same thing. That's when they thought, well, hey, let's go back to the original idea that old Mr. Carpenter had, John Carpenter, and let's do a trilogy. And that's what they did with Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Halloween. Running like his ass. Oh, people. You know, this is look at you. Got my man creeped out already over here. And that's funny too, because, you know, the thing what happened with recently, because moviegoers said, you know, when this came out, Halloween 3, and it was trying something different, fans did say, cool. But where Michael at?
Right.
I heard Michael gonna be here. No, you didn't. We didn't say nothing about no Michael. Is he here anyway? Shit, I came here to see Michael.
What do we want?
Yeah.
We want
Michael. Like he's Michael Jackson. So
Yeah,
Michael. Where Michael at? And that's funny because people like, that's not what I heard today. I heard people love that Halloween 3. You know, people.
I never heard people loved it, but I know plenty of people who like it.
You know, you got a lot of defenders of Halloween 3 out there. A lot of people said, man, you know what? I just didn't understand Halloween 3. That shit was just ahead of its time. You know, y'all so busy up Michael's ass. You know, y'all didn't understand that this was trying to do his own thing and that this, you know, this is Michael just slashing people. You know, this is some deep shit right here, man. You know, we dealing with, any dude can pick up a knife and start stabbing people. It takes a, you know, it takes a special motherfucker to like kill millions of kids around the country at one time. Now that's ambition for you. See, that's what I'm telling you. It was ambitious, and they say it was just ahead of its time. Y'all were looking at Michael so much and want Michael so much, y'all missing this good shit right here. And now today, it's kind of gone full circle in a way, because now we got that Halloween Ends out there.
What are you gonna do when Michael comes back for you? Because he is coming.
When he gets here, because he was hardly in that movie, and people like, damn, Michael. What happened, man? I mean, I remember you used to put in some work, man.
Sure did.
You used to put in some work.
Like, hey, I'm old, and I got a lot of injuries.
I mean, and then tell us you're gonna step down or something, but don't show up and do a half-ass job. Now, and you know, you different, man. You ain't like you used to be. Not only is Halloween Ends a little different from what we've had before, but also, I mean, is it more different than that Rob Zombie stuff that he was doing? You know, it's a little more departure from that. But also, being that this is different, and also that it paid some homage to Halloween 3, Halloween Ends did. Halloween Ends actually paid homage to Halloween 3 in the beginning. It was no longer the orange font, they had the blue font. And the blue font is something that was that they did in the Halloween 3. So a lot of people are talking about Halloween 3 now. a lot of young people are saying, I heard about this movie, and I heard that it's very underrated. I heard that this movie was ahead of its time. It was trying something different at the wrong time. So a lot of younger people are actually very curious about this film. And I'm one of those people who actually said that this is a underappreciated film. But I haven't seen this movie in like over 10 years.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
I used to be that person where it's like, hey, it's different. Is it good? Who cares, man? It's different. It's different means good, as far as I'm concerned. But I haven't seen this in over 10 years, so I probably, now you know me, I've seen movies probably like about 6 years ago, 5 years ago that I feel differently about now. And I want to catch up with this and thought, since people are talking about this movie, since people are interested again in Halloween 3, why not go and do a retro review and see how I feel about this? See if I still have an appreciation for it. Maybe the appreciation has gone up, maybe it's gone down. We'll see. But we're going to see if this movie was truly as dogged out as people say it was. So with this movie right here, it's already different, as I said, because it doesn't have Michael Myers in it. The only thing that's probably the same is that it takes place on Halloween. The anthology was meant to be, if this worked, where every time a new Halloween movie came out, it was different characters. It was just something messed up that happened on Halloween night.
Sure.
Or leading up to Halloween. And in this movie, we got a emergency room doctor, Dr. Dan, over here. And Dr. Dan has his patient brought in one night, doing that old man in horror movies said, "You're all gonna die." And he's like, "Oh shit,
God damn."
Yeah, well, put this man under. Obviously, he's crazy. But then weird things start happening around him. More deaths. A woman enters his life where the daughter of the guy that came in and died. She comes in and they start scraping back more information and finding more clues that leads up to the Silver Shamrock Company. And not just a simple company that wants to make masks for kids, Halloween masks for kids, meant to be fun and meant to be something that you go out and enjoy with your friends. 3 different styles: a jack-o'-lantern, a witch, a skeleton. Ooh, quality is nice on there. I mean, they even have a scene in there where they let you see just the amount of work that goes into these. But turns out there's something a lot more sinister under the production of these masks, which includes witchcraft and Celtic cult sacrifices. See, Michael ain't never been that shit. He ain't never done that shit. He ain't never been that ambitious.
Yeah, he keeps it simple.
Yeah, he just keeps it simple. But going into this movie right here, even though it is different. Let me see. Let me move up here. Even though it is different, there are a lot of Michael Myers Meyerisms in this. Like a lot of people like
Michael Meyerisms.
Yeah, like a lot of people like to use the word DNA, connective tissue or something. There's a lot of DNA from Halloween that's in this movie. A lot of Michael Meyerisms, even though Michael Myers is not in this movie. Or is he? Or is he? But, you know, maybe if there was a chance, we could have connected the world, but y'all didn't do that shit. You had to tear it down before it was ever built up. But, you know, with Halloween, they had all those shots where Michael Myers was always standing behind a corner, just looking at somebody from the distance, you know? Yeah, you know, he always had this thing for popping around the corner, and every time he did it, they always had that keyboard cat sound. They do a lot of that here. Or Michael Myers was always standing there when you least expected him. The pop-outs are very, very Michael Myers-like in this movie.
God damn. They shredded that cat.
Meow, 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 no. And they keep doing it. Sometimes they leave the keyboard cat out of it. You know, that jacket off.
I see you back there. You creep.
But they do it over and over again with the keyboard cat sound. Yeah, they threw the cat on the keyboard that time.
Get up there.
Mask. That is something else here. Mask also play a huge role here.
Oh yeah.
Mask, that is the trademark iconic look for Michael Myers, the William Shatner mask. It's the same here. But where Michael Myers, he made the mask scary, here there are certain things that creep you out with these masks, man. First of all, that damn commercial. They play that damn commercial
They do over and over
again in this
It worms its
movie.
way into your brain.
Yeah.
But when the movie's over, you're like, I hate this song. The movie's over. You still singing it.
6 more days, and that it is creepy, man, because they count down Halloween. 8 more days till Halloween, and it's kind of I don't even know how people didn't know this was evil, because that song is kind of creepy itself. It's very sinister.
8 more days to Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. 8 more
Got like beheaded kids over there. You know,
But that's the kind of thing that worked on kids.
Yeah, seven kid heads bouncing around.
8 more days to Halloween, Halloween.
Might have to get me one of them motherfuckers. Why we got to talk like that? That's not right. Just stereotypical black boy. That's not right. Shit, I'm gonna get me a mask.
They're fun, they're frightening, and they glow in the dark.
Come with their own thunder and lightning. So who don't want that? Man, I gotta tell you too, that song combined with those masks, they had a teaser that came out for this movie years ago, and that teaser alone scared me more than any Halloween movie out there. I mean, the first night it came on, I didn't know what the fuck was happening because it forms slowly by itself. And then that song is playing, and you know something's wrong when you hear that song, but you can't look away because that song got you hypnotized. You're waiting to see what this thing is forming. And I remember just staring at it. when that witch face finally formed, I lost my mind as a kid.
That is like the old internet trick of look at the dot, look real closely, and the scary face comes up.
Yeah, and honestly, I can't remember. I don't remember if I screamed when the witch finally came up or I screamed at this moment. Start looking at me because that's what I knew. I said, "Oh, they are here for me." It's like I see you, Corey. It was almost like the commercial came alive. Boy, that scared me more than any Halloween movie ever did. Of course, this was 3, but to this day, there's hardly any trailer that scares me more than that trailer right there. That teaser.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, that was amazing. That was effective back in the day. But yeah, and I'll tell you, the Silver Shamrock Company, man, they had a hell of a marketing team because that commercial really was everywhere. Like, if you watch this movie, get used to hearing this song every 10 minutes because that commercial plays everywhere. It's like that was their big marketing plan, to just have it just, as you say, just kind of just like forced into your brain.
Oh no.
Turn that down.
Even she's like, even he turned around like, I can't
do
cut
this
that
no
shit
more.
off. I mean, you go down the street, man, there'll be TV shops. Every TV is playing it.
2 more days to Halloween.
God.
And that's,
It's
man.
still 8 days?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
said
8
2
days.
more on that one.
Yeah. Oh, the 2 more, but no,
Yeah.
it was. I think they started at day 30, and we're
Oh my God! I just remember watching this movie and that song just kept playing
Yeah.
over and over. And the minute it started that, I was like, no.
29 more days till Halloween.
Wait, what?
Oh shit. You know, I'm just gonna bust my TV. The people throwing their TVs out the window, and that was television. Shit, people tried to get away by cutting their televisions off. That shit went on the radio.
Leave this commercial.
God damn.
Never stops.
No, probably to pick that shit up, and just throw it out the window. And the song is creepy, man. Like I'll give the movie this credit, man. For those who even criticize the film, you gotta admit that those masks are effective.
Not only are they're good quality masks, but they look like what the Peanuts gang wore on the Great Pumpkin.
On the
Charlie
Great
Brown.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
one had a pumpkin, one had a skeleton,
Yeah, like just the
and
size
a witch.
of
Like
them.
Lucy had that witch.
The witch, yeah.
Except Peanuts made it look adorable.
Sure.
Shit, these kids put it on. Like the kids are not the villains here. They're actually the victims. But when they put those masks on, it's creepy as hell.
8 more days to Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
So.
I'm just gonna ignore the creepy motherfucker. Anyway, what you were saying?
Get your kids. Do
You
something
little
with 'em.
weirdo kids. Those are his kids actually too, but he's in a divorce.
Oh, that's
or he's
right.
divorced. That's his ex-wife.
That's right.
And he can't pick up his kids because other kids are gonna die. And always on the phone, his wife like, "What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you?" He's like, "Fuck." One time he just hung up. He's like, "Shit, I got things to do." The biggest difference is that the mask here. That's what's so creepy about these masks, where Michael Myers was the killer. The masks are the killers here, and we'll talk more about that later. But the movie has a great setup. I tell you, if you want to watch a movie where they pull you in, this is a great one to watch right here, man. It stands on its own very well at the beginning because it keeps things very mysterious. You know, the right elements you want to see in a horror movie, man, or even a mystery. You know, you have a man being chased in the dark of night. Keyboard cat. I'd be like, who the fuck are you? I ain't scared of you.
I thought we were going to come in some buff killer. They're like, oh, some skinny dude with a wispy mustache.
I know.
A little molestache and greasy hair.
I know.
Get off me.
I know. Looking like the Riddler or something.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano. Look like
Yeah.
Paul Dano.
Yeah.
Just greases him too. But see, that's the thing. That's again where the movie gets you, because you see this man right here, you're like, what's this little punk ass gonna do? Looking like Pee Wee Herman and shit. Thing is that you quickly learn, like, these people, what's going on with them? They're not quite human. Like, they have no emotions, and what's even scarier is that for some reason they don't feel any pain. You're like, yeah, that's what my back needed. Feel good. And so these guys, like, when that guy gets hit, he just keeps going.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, and if you notice, he didn't scream.
Right,
In fact,
right.
he's like, shit,
He's
that
like,
feels nice. Oh, yeah,
thank you.
Do it again. Save me a trip to the chiropractor. But the guy, he gets away, but, you know, while he's running from these people, you know, he comes with these real ominous, you know, warnings about, you know, you're all gonna die, or they're coming to get us. You black motherfucker! They're coming. Be funny, that was part of the campaign. 3 fun masks from Silver Shamrock. Show ass up, get out of my gas station. That black dude in here, I don't know what else to describe him. That black dude is one of the smartest characters I've seen in a horror movie to date. He did what he was supposed to do. He brought this man to the hospital. He even said, I just wanted to do the right thing. But then that man started talking that crazy, you gonna die shit. They're going to kill us. And he said, fuck that, I'm out. All of us.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like y'all got this.
Yeah, I'm out. And he, you know, he's being cool right here. After a while, he's like, let me get the fuck out of here. He says, I know how this goes down.
Yeah, he quick stepping.
Yeah, fuck that. Let me try to be cool. Let me put a little pep in my step. Yeah, shit. Stick around, my black ass gonna be the first one to die. Let me get out here while the getting is good. But you say, y'all got this. Yeah. Hey, I did what I was supposed to do. I mean, it was funny. He backed off.
That is funny. That he backed away at first and then was like,
Yeah, because he said, I'm not even turning my back on this shit just in case this fool gets up and starts attacking people. Fuck that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, y'all got it. I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna dip out this bitch and let y'all take care of it. Now, the guy that does stick around is our protagonist, Dr. Dan. Dr. Dan the Man. Dr. Dan Chalice. I call him Dan the Man because I'm sure he's had sex with every woman at that hospital.
like Doctor Strange.
Like Dr. Strange, yeah. Yeah. I would say he's close to getting hit with the sexual harassment claim or charge, but whatever he's doing to these women, they seem to like it.
Hey, do you still have that,
Sierra Mesa's still making you drink your ass off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you.
Nice to be a doctor.
Yep. I'm going to tell you whatever it is that they did, it was nasty. I'm going to tell you why.
Still have that,
Yeah, well, you got to ask, do you still have that You can't even say it. You start laughing. That means y'all did some nasty shit. Hey, you still got that dildo you stuck up my ass?
Right.
Yeah, that was great.
The one with all the studs on it.
Oh, really? Yeah, nasty sons of bitches. Shit, even that older black nurse.
Come on.
You think I'm playing? Shit. Even that older black nurse wants some of whatever Dr. D's handing out over there. Dr. D.
D, yeah.
Emphasis on D.
Pillows are in the cabinet, and there's milk and cookies in the fridge.
I think I should have married you, Agnes.
Okay, I take it back. He's going to get that charge. He's going to get that sexual harassment charge. But I tell you what, that nurse, she can hang, though. Shit, I'm going to get some ass, too.
You serious?
Yeah, man. Yeah, so shit. I'll tell you what, I like that. He don't discriminate.
True.
No ageism, no racism. Shit. You got a hole, I'm here. Shit, he probably fucked some of them dudes right now. That's why Mike is in this movie. I do think that the movie starts to take a turn when his character starts to take over. And the reason why is because, and it's not that we do that immediately. I mean, there's some things that happen at the hospital that have to happen in order to get Dr. Dan in. And it's, like I said, it's very sinister what goes on in the hospital after the guy's there. The people that were chasing our mystery guy here, they catch up to him, and of course, look, this is a Halloween
Yeah, if you're
movie.
being chased, you don't want to be in the hospital.
No, and
because you're trapped there.
And this hospital ain't got no security. My man just strolled up in here.
He's a white guy wearing a suit. They can go anywhere.
That is true. Yeah. They probably thought he was another doctor. Ain't seen his ass around there at all.
A doctor or an administrator.
Hi, I'm the new surgeon. Yeah. Anyway,
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Please, come on in.
Yeah, come on in, yeah. Shit, have you tried out nice black nurses? but they, he went in there and didn't he? I thought he was going to do something like put the pillow over the man's head or something like you usually see in hospital scenes like that. He's like, nah, you ran. You made us work for this shit, so we're gonna come in here and gouge your eyeballs out.
Damn.
I like the way he squint his eyes like that's gonna stop him. Well, shit, maybe they won't get through if I squint hard enough.
Yeah, man, but you wouldn't want to look at it when it's coming at you.
Shit, that is true. That is true. Now, shit, what am I talking? I'll be squinting my eyes too.
Yeah.
Shit, they wouldn't get past me.
Come on, eyelids.
Yeah.
You can do this. You can protect me.
Yeah, but we all know it wouldn't work.
Right in there, too.
Shit, I didn't want to prolong, but there's a moment where they went in so hard, his toes curled.
Yeah,
yeah, man. Yeah, and, after that happens, things even get more sinister and mysterious because the guy who gouged the guy's eyeballs out goes out to the car and kills himself. Now, this was back in the day when just striking a match in the car blew it up.
Right. Or just bumping it a little hard.
Yeah, you hit a curve. Yeah.
And don't go over a cliff.
Yeah.
Because the shit will blow up in midair. Before it even hits the ground.
Yeah. Shit, you hit a squirrel. Shit. Man, how did people smoke in cars back in the day? Because you couldn't even strike a match.
I know.
I mean, I can understand that car, like...
I mean, I know he put gasoline over everything, but it still wouldn't blow up the tank that quickly.
Exactly. I can understand if he sat in there for 10 minutes and the car's like, oh, okay. but that...
Instantly.
Yeah, instantly.
That car wasn't fucking around.
No,
I know where this is going.
Yeah, maybe he had dynamite up his ass. I don't know. And this is where we get to them trying to unravel clues. And this is where the movie kind of unravels in a way for me. And before you start thinking I dislike this or I love it or whatever, just hear me out on this. Because, as I said, this movie, a lot of people have said that this movie did not do well because of the lack of Michael Myers. Mm-hmm. And they swear by that. They say if this come out at a different time, this would be a different film. Or it would be received differently.
That's possible, received differently.
Yeah.
I mean, it still is what it is. Like I said, I watched it on cable.
Yeah.
And I watched it over and over on cable, like 20 times on cable. Because it was,
always on,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it back in the day. I always used to watch it too. Catch it in different times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for a cable movie, it was a lot of fun and I liked it.
Well, see, that's the thing with this, man. You know, watching it now with probably more critical eyes or whatever, I see some things. Maybe these things contributed to the failure of the movie, maybe it didn't. I don't know. But like when they bring in the daughter, played by Stacey Nelkin.
And she was in a lot of movies around that time.
She sure was.
Both of them were, actually.
Yeah. I remember she was in a movie that nobody remembers called Up the Academy. It was a movie released.
I used to watch. There was another movie I used to watch on cable.
Yep.
Oh, me and my best friends used to watch that so much we had it memorized.
Yeah, it was a movie released by Mad Magazine. Y'all know Mad Magazine be more like maybe family oriented today. That was a hardcore rated R movie back in the day. But anyway, she reveals that her father, and you can see the story right here. Her father owned a toy store and wants to know why he died. So when she goes to she starts to look at records at the store. She finds out that, you know, the store is linked to a bigger company here that sold the mask, and so she wants to get to the bottom of that, so that, you know, hey, justice, whatever, but closure. But the thing with her is that I don't think she's very good in the movie, and I'm not even saying that it's her fault, because they put her. I don't know if somebody didn't like her, like fucking with her or whatever, but they put her in some scenes where the editing is just weird. Like, listen, if somebody says their lines and those are the lines you give them, and, you know, you say them, and then the camera keeps going after you say it, you're gonna look like you're bad.
Yeah, that's true.
And they do that to her in this movie a lot, especially in this scene right here.
I'm not going back to LA until I find out what happened to my father.
Fuck you looking at?
He looked at her like she was supposed to say more.
Yeah, he was like, yeah,
and what?
But yeah, man, did you see what I'm saying? Where it just left the camera on her. I was like, I don't know if she's bad or if that's a bad edit or both, but she's not very good in the movie. You know, yeah, if you're a hot chick back in the day, that's kind of what they did to you. And after finding out that the Silver Shamrock Company might be involved in her father's death, they go to the town where the masks are made. And when I say it takes a turn, I mean, it goes from dark and sinister to actually kind of silly. I mean, you know, they get a room at the hotel. And Ellie, you know, Ellie's grieving right now. I mean, this is the same day where okay, maybe like a few hours before that day, she met Dan. But she's grieving. Dan saw her in the hallway crying. They decide to go. He says, I'm going to help you find your dad. They go to that town where the Silver Shamrock Company is. They get a room. And it does not take long for that grief to turn to horniness. I ain't talking about hold me high, and I ain't talking about nothing like that. I'm talking about, no, let's fuck.
Where do you want to sleep, Dr. Chalice?
That's a dumb question, Miss Grim.
You don't have no stupid shit like that. You see my dick getting hard right now. I'd have slapped the hell out of you for saying that.
I do remember watching this and going, and he old enough to be her father?
Man, listen, you keep that in mind. Man, hit on something over here. I know what the hell I won't. Bring that ass in. Now, I can understand, again, like I said, if it was something like he was trying to console her and one thing led to another, you know, maybe that's the way she handles grief. Oh, shit, I need to take my mind off my dad by getting some of this dick right there. You know, I don't know. But I could believe that. But nah, man, she came ready. Like they say in the movie, like there's a guy at the hotel who's helping her unpack, and he's like, you didn't pack much. And she's like, I packed just what I needed. But that thing is that she brought nothing but lingerie. He grabbing ass in there.
I love it. She went on this adventure, and she's like, I'm going to fuck this dude.
Yes.
Whether he wants to or not. He don't know he wants to yet, but I'm going to convince him.
Hell yeah. I'm going to pull him in with that grieving shit. She didn't even like her dad, probably.
And then he's so used to having sex with all the women at the
hospital. He's like, oh,
yeah. Like, yeah, it's another one. Yeah, of course
you do it. Dan racking him up again. Old Dan still got it.
This is natural. This happens to me all the time.
Dr. Dan.
They're going way explicit for something that's supposed to be a horror movie, and they're supposed to be on an adventure.
Yeah, and for her to be sad. Like,
it feels like they knew this was going to be on cable.
Yeah. Be some Cinemax shit going on. Yeah, brought that straight up porn soundtrack. Even Dan starts getting silly. You know, he's a typical guy in this, man. Sex first, ask questions later.
Wait a minute. How old are you?
Well, it's pretty too goddamn late for that, isn't it? Because that's later, man. He already went in.
And she had said 14. What was he gonna do at that point?
Drop all this shit and leave.
You goddamn
Yeah,
right.
fuck these kids. I mean, I just did. But
So that's a later sex scene.
he already went. Yeah, they already had sex, and then they went again.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a little too late for that shit. What the hell you talking about?
But you know, Corey, if you had been asked that question, well, where do you want to sleep? You know what you would have said.
I would have said, how old are you? Before we got to that point. We get to this town. The town is weird, man. It's a very eerie town, how the town folks are almost like cult members because everybody loves this company.
Yeah.
The Silver Shamrock Company. So when new people come in, the locals just get really, really strange and really creepy.
I feel like a goldfish.
Company town.
Get them motherfuckers. But, you know, right down to even the town having a curfew. Like the company.
Yeah.
The company said, at 8 o'clock, get your ass in the house.
All residents of Santa Mira, please clear the street.
Damn, even cats can't stand. I got like, wait a minute. Who's gonna do the music for this movie? They pulled out even that cat like, wait, what are you doing?
That doesn't apply to me, does it?
Yeah, today it does. And that's, you know, that's funny right there. But it's not too far-fetched to think that a company can run a town.
They do it all the time.
DuPont.
Yeah. That's happened plenty all over America.
Yeah, you know, they start pumping money into the town. The town, they'll die for these companies, man.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do. But that's another story for another day. You know, so you got stuff like that. It's a scary setup when you go into a town, and everybody in town starts looking at you, like they're a killer cult or something. But the tension is,
So
you know,
we're used to that.
yeah, well, I'm from Waco, so yeah. So you know, that builds tension right there. But this movie has a tendency to come in and kind of break tension again with things that are just kind of silly and funny. Like they got characters here that come in, and some of the side characters just straight up cartoons, man. Just straight up, just either cartoon characters or cartoons out of the wacky neighbors from a sitcom. You know, that kind of level.
Watch your driving, honey. You could have killed that man.
I didn't hurt him. Hey, sorry.
I didn't hurt him. Shut up, woman. I mean, he even had that sitcom neighbor entrance.
I know.
I didn't kill him. Now shut up. Yeah. And he just stays like that to the plot. Yeah, man.
This is my wife, Betty.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, we're swingers.
Yeah, clearly.
Clearly. Yeah. Oh, they never went that far with it. He's like,
Surprise. Dr. Dan seemed like he can be, he's like, I'd try anything.
Yeah. I don't think I've had mine today. He fucked that man right there. I've never tried a dude like you before. But, you know, but if you thought that was a cartoon, you know, wait until you see the Silver Shamrock Company CEO or
I
owner.
love that guy.
Man, this dude, I love this dude. Dude, the character's name is Conal Cochran. Not Colonel Cochran, Conal Cochran.
Conal.
Played by Dan O'Harley.
Oh, yeah, O'Harley.
Yeah. He was, forgot what he was, a Swiss Family Robinson or something back in the day. But the moment was that Hurley?
O'Herlihy.
O'Herlihy.
Yeah.
The moment he steps on the scene, you're like, hey, you're evil.
Mr. Cochran, good to see you, sir.
Ah, good evening, Mr. Rafferty.
Man, when you come and start talking about Dracula.
Yeah, he's got that evil accent. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Good evening. He's got that ominous lighting already.
Oh, the silver hair.
Yeah.
Wearing a inappropriately fancy suit
Yeah.
to occasions. Come on.
Yeah, nah, man, you up to no good.
They're taking her to the factory. We've the most marvelous facility there for emergency treatment.
Well, he sounds just like Dracula, the most marvelous. He sounds like Boris Karloff or something. The most marvelous treatment of care there. Won't you join me for a bite later?
But Dr. Dan, like, I ain't buying this shit for a second. I know people like you.
Oh, do you? She should turn to a bat and fly away.
He asked him one more thing. Okay, now look. I've been patient with you.
Yeah, man. His company is the one that makes the mask. But here's the thing: he didn't start out making masks. Turns out that he's a what kind of villain is he? Turns out he was just a prankster, man.
Oh, really?
He made jokes.
Oh.
He made gag gifts and gag items. He's just a guy that just got bored and just decided to just fuck with people, man.
Cochran, the all-time genius of the practical joke. He invented sticky toilet paper.
Now that's pure evil right there. Sticky toilet paper.
Is that a thing? I would buy that for somebody in a second.
Then you are inhuman and you're a villain.
I would so buy that and just go to somebody's house and just slip it on their roll.
Sir, you are evil. And if they ever come out with sticky toilet paper, you will not come into my house anymore.
We'll see.
No. Or my ass cheeks get stuck together. That's the last time you enter my house. That is fucking evil. They should have known the man was evil when he made that. Sticky toilet paper? You don't do that to people. Martin's like, I'll do it.
Yeah, I do.
That was Martin trying to come in your house right now. Hello. Can I use your toilet, please?
Perfectly fine. Please.
May I take a shit in your toilet, please? Good evening. Oh, man. You're evil. You're evil. And that's his plan, man. So it's an elaborate plan, but that was his plan. So he just got tired of. He just wants to prank people now. And I guess he has some heritage with Celtic cults or something, because so his company went and stole a big piece of Stonehenge that I guess possesses supernatural powers.
It weighs more than 5 tons, making its disappearance a mystery indeed.
So his company somehow, some kind of way.
They stole one of the pillars of Stonehenge.
Yes. They got that shit propped up at the mass factory, like it's some Indiana Jones shit or something. Right. Yeah, and so they stole that, and he took it so he could take off properties from it, supernatural properties from it, so that he could put them in the mask again, just to simply fuck with kids.
I do love a good joke, and this is the best ever. A joke on the children.
You too old for that.
I know.
Throw that down somewhere. Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah, trick or treat. I say tricky.
Man, untie me.
I know. So I can beat your ass. Stupid ass. Yeah. Now the joke is,
I mean, trying to take over the world.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, stupid. That's what happens when people have billions of dollars, man. Mm-hmm. Like he's the goddamn Kanye of Halloween. Just bored. Just doing dumb shit. The joke going too far, that when the commercial comes on, that we've seen over and over again in this movie, when the commercial comes on, they did a big promotion saying that they're gonna do a big giveaway. So every kid out there, put your mask on. Make sure you got that mask on. You can't win if you got that mask. Sit in front of the TV and just wait for your prize. That prize being that you were part of a big witchcraft sacrifice.
Wow.
Ha ha. Gotcha.
Gotcha. Man, I got you good, didn't I?
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Our craft.
I ain't joking.
Witchcraft. It's time again.
So
it's part of our craft. Witchcraft. Yes, witchcraft. No, witchcraft. Witchcraft.
Goddamn Abbott and Costello up here. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not interested anymore. Untie this fool and get him out of here. Man, here's where the movie fights itself, okay? Because the sacrifice concept is scary.
Yeah.
For one, this movie is gorier than I thought, man, or than I remembered. I forgot. And it's not a splatterfest throughout the whole film. But every now and then, you know, these henchmen that they got in this movie, they're ruthless, man. They came in and ripped one dude's just head clean off.
Damn.
Don't worry though, because the guy was very calm about having his head pulled off.
Yeah,
you can see right there. Look at, he's like, oh, okay.
All right, well.
Yeah. It's happened 3 times this week already. So just gonna sew it back on.
I was expecting this.
Yeah. But man, and I tell you, I didn't mean to laugh at this guy, because that's horrible for that to happen to him. But I tell you, boy, just 10 minutes earlier. Ooh, he was talking some shit. He was talking some bitch shit. I'm gonna burn that place down.
I'm gonna get me about a case and a half of Molotov cock. Burn that son of a bitch right now. Last Halloween.
Last Halloween. Hey, but as you can see, these dudes, they catch up with it. And when they caught up with it, what do you think happened? He'd start doing that. I'm just playing shit.
Fellas, I was just kidding. You know that. You know that. I'm kidding.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, so are we.
Yeah, very funny, huh? Yeah, man. Ooh, now you want to talk about something that caught me off guard here with a really violent scene. There's a scene with a laser. Do you remember the laser scene here?
Oh,
I didn't remember that.
Something was in there. Sort of, but not. Like I said, it's been a long time.
So this woman, there are a lot of people who have been ordering masks, and so the company brings people to some of their highest buyers to the factory, and actually do that to test on these people. Again, very sinister things going on. But this woman, she sees one of the logos falls, the logo or the emblem fall off the mask. And
Is
she
that
noticed,
a computer chip inside?
Yeah, there's a computer chip back there.
Yeah.
A supernatural witch computer chip back there.
Yeah.
And so she picks it up and she starts, I don't know why, because she's a woman that sells masks, but she decides to be a tech person, starts, fucking with this chip and start trying to take it apart. I don't know what she expects to find, but she starts to take it out. And that chip don't want to be messed with. So that chip said, I'm going to pull some Star Wars shit on you real quick.
Oh, yeah, okay. I saw that earlier, like right in her mouth.
Yeah. Now you think, or at least I thought it was going to shoot her and it was just going to make like a clean hole in her head.
Yeah.
She was going to fall down and it's going to see the back of her head smoking. That laser destroyed her face. Oh. Yeah, man. I mean, the technology started working. They say it was a misfire because they didn't expect it to go off. But then this is where you get an idea of just how crazy this whole plot is, because that laser, it's a combination of technology and magic.
Right.
Like some Thor shit that happened.
Yeah.
So the laser was the magic part. The laser was the technology part. After the laser hits you, that's where the supernatural magic part kicks in. So yeah, bees and insects and reptiles start coming out your mouth. Yeah, bugs and snakes. Yeah, man.
So don't even bother trying to go to a plastic surgeon.
What you think? I mean, we can do something. Let's just say you're not gonna look like you used to look.
It's like one of those face huggers off of those alien movies.
Yeah, messed up bad, boy. Yeah. I thought that was a cool effect too.
It is. Well, you could imagine if you had a mask and you see there's a computer chip in it, you'd be like, why is there a chip in a mask?
Yeah.
Like the hell?
Yeah. But they said, that's the thing about it. They said we're doing something different, but this is still a Halloween movie. So you're gonna get some gore in here somewhere. Yeah. But bigger point that I want to make here is, so now between the gore that we saw that the company inflicts on people when they cross them, and also that technology and witchcraft that we saw with that laser right there that destroyed that woman's face, imagine what that's going to do to a kid's face when they put that commercial on and kids start watching and the mask actually starts working. You're like, cool, huh?
What do you think about it?
Yeah, man. If somebody says Chris would say body horror.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So that's what was so horrifying to me. It's like, man, I mean, it's bad enough they want to kill kids, but that's going to mess a kid's. Imagine, so you saw that woman, and what I like about it is that they let you see what they did to that woman. So they leave a lot to the imagination when they actually kill a kid. You can actually see a little bit of what that kid's face looks like back there.
Sure. I mean, but the whole thing's like a rotted pumpkin at this point.
Yeah, that's true. Like even the pumpkin became organic.
Yeah, it feels like it took over his face and it all just rotted and melted.
Yeah, man. No, it's a horrifying concept, this whole thing with sacrificing these kids. But then again, things start to get silly, man. Oh, here it is where all the snakes and everything come out. Yeah, no, the crickets weren't enough. And I left the man in the room to be killed by the snakes. So, yeah, just taking things too far. Well, he couldn't tell nobody, so they're going to get rid of him one way or another.
Right. Was that a test case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they like that guy's one of the biggest buyers and sellers of these masks. They brought him in saying, "Hey, we're going to give you a Willy Wonka tour of the place."
Sure.
Like, oh, what's in this room right here? Slammed. And they put him in there, making like and even then they told him like, "Hey, just watch this commercial. It'll be fine. We just want to test this out for the giveaway." And they got his ass in there, and all of a sudden, snakes and bugs start coming out.
So his wife and kid came along with him too. Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Yeah. So. Yeah, all of them gone. Well, the kid is who they tested that out on. So, yeah. But then, after that very horrifying concept, those horrifying scenes, then things started to get silly again, man. Because this is not just a horror movie, it's a sci-fi movie, too. And they revealed that Cochran, the head guy over at Silver Shamrock, those aren't just henchmen. That dude is building robots.
Okay.
This is stupid. Yeah, it's turns into some Stepford Wives shit or something. Which I mean,
if he's got the technology to build these masks, I guess robots could follow along.
And if people accept that, that's fine. I thought that the robot thing wasn't needed. He's just turned into a toy maker that makes robots now. There's even a part where one of them sneezes and he's like, "Convincing, isn't it?" And it's like, well, why don't you just sell these fucking robots then? Start doing all this crazy shit. But it was an extra idea that wasn't needed. It just became kind of silly with the robots, and it becomes sillier as the movie goes along. And something that I saw coming, after I saw the robots, Ellie, that's why I said, when you said the girl is there to have sex with the guy and get saved, well, she had sex, did not get saved.
Yeah,
no.
I remember she did not make it today.
Nah, so I remember watching this, I'm like, damn, Ellie been quiet for a long time. I was like, oh, she an Ellie bot.
Is she?
Yeah. Shit, I didn't see that coming. I was like, brother, you didn't see that coming? She ain't said a word to you this whole time.
Oh, well, at least you ain't got to worry about her being underage.
Yeah, anymore. And by the way, I'm 13. Yeah, she ain't said a word. He didn't think nothing of it, man, after seeing these robots.
Did they switch her out, or was she a robot the whole time?
No, she got caught.
Okay.
And when they caught her, they took her inside. I don't know.
Okay.
They had some technology to deal with her, which don't make any sense. Because really, it starts to look silly, y'all. Because you know she's an Ellie bot, but then they start taking it like real far, man. Where she, they start doing real robot stuff with her, like knocking her head off, where you can see the wires exposed and everything. Shit, boy, I'm trying to. You can see that fake ass head too. Oh no, actually. I look like Michael Jackson a little bit right there.
Yeah, because she got a tiny little nose.
Yeah. Actually, that's not too bad. Now, if you notice, the arm is still stuck on the door right there. We fought inside the car. I want you to remember that arm. Little help, please.
Hey, right?
She's kind of like, damn, I got a nice ass. Should have knocked my head off a lot sooner. Shit, I'd do me too. Wait a minute, how old am I? But man, I'll tell you I remember that arm. Because when he shuts that door, the shit turns into Evil Dead. I ain't done with you yet. Like, damn, I'm glad we cut to that fake arm. This real arm was kicking my ass.
Start sticking fingers up his nose. Playing with his lips.
Yeah, start doing that Three Stooges shit. Yeah, man. So now, since many people haven't seen this, since it's a cult film, I'm gonna leave the ending to you. I'm not gonna tell you anything. But for years, as I said, fans have sat back and said that the absence of Michael Myers in this movie is the failure of this film. And people weren't ready for that. Although that's not 100% true. Michael did make a small appearance in the movie.
The Immortal Classic, followed by the big giveaway at 9.
You know, he came in, made a cameo, showed his support. You got my blessing. I ain't mad.
It's like when they do a spinoff, but they have the character from the show it's spun off from stop by just to get a ratings boost.
Yeah, real quick, like Nick Fury. You can see his ass no more. Did he come back to the Shield?
Oh yeah, exactly.
But you know, the lack of Michael Myers didn't help in the movie, obviously, because people did complain about that. But after watching it again and showing y'all some of the things that I've been showing you, some things I've laughed at, the movie has some flaws that are extremely silly. And, you know, that would keep me from saying that, you know, this is a good movie. So I can see why this is probably criticized by some people. I can see why it didn't do well back in the day. But as I told you, it has some great ideas. I told you, like, the thing that this movie has above something like Halloween. So is it a good movie? No, but I will give the movie credit for being darker than Halloween, because the whole thing with this movie is that, all right, so Michael Myers would you know, he'll give a kid a pass. You know, he's like, hey, I do have some standards. You know, I'm not gonna kill children. You know, I'll let you get a little bit older, and you know, then I'll come after your ass. Yeah. I'll get you when you like. He treats it like sex partners. You know, which Dan did not. He's like, hey, you know, I'll wait till you're of age.
Sure.
You know, then I'll mess with you. Or at least
when I see you babysitting a kid, that's
exactly. You know, you went about 16 or something. Yeah. You know, if you 8 or 9 years old or 10 years, I ain't gonna mess with you. But that's this movie. The whole point. The whole premise is killing millions of kids in a horrible, brutal way.
Yeah.
In a gory, grotesque way. So I actually look at this and say, man, maybe not as good as Halloween, but definitely much darker in its ambition.
Sure.
You know, so I give it a hands down, you know, respect for that. And to me, it is creepier than Halloween. I mean, you know, Halloween, listen, I'm not trying to put down Halloween and be some hipster and say that, oh, you know, Halloween, whatever, man. Everybody likes Halloween. But, man, have you seen Halloween 3? Oh, much darker. No, I think Halloween's a better movie. But still, I think that this film right here, I just think that, you know, the idea, it just freaks me out, man. It's just a little bit creepier.
Yeah, it's got more going on conceptually. Because it was too easy, like say with Halloween 2, to just fall into the same, like, hey, let's just do it again.
Yeah.
Well, do you think this is better than Halloween 2?
You know, man, it's been years since I've seen Halloween 2, and I've only seen Halloween 2 twice. I would say this, I probably haven't seen Halloween 2 since I was a teenager. And that's probably because I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. Yeah. I don't...
It's hard to say.
It's hard. I haven't seen it. It's hard to say, but I will say that this movie deserves to be where it is as a cult film.
Yeah, that's what it, like. Say if it was titled something else and wasn't related to Halloween, I feel like it would just be a cult horror film.
Yeah, I would still have the same problems with it. Come on, you know, the whole chick showing up with lingerie and making out and the robots and stuff like that. I'd be like, okay, this is kind of ridiculous, but it's still a fun movie.
Yeah, and very entertaining. But yeah, this stuff you're having problems with, that was just, it seemed like it was par for the course at the time.
Yeah.
I guess it's just dated for the most part.
Well, even then it got criticized for that at the time. So that's why I was saying, like, I see why, you know, the movie was criticized. I don't think it was just because, oh, ain't no Michael in here, so everybody can't take it. No, it's not that. Now the movie's got some bad things going on in it. I mean, some things that are just, you know, it should be criticized. But as a cult movie, it's in its right place. As a cult movie, it's a lot of fun. Perfect cheesy Halloween movie, man.
Yeah.
And as I said, it has some true frightening ideas. So when the movie's, you know, at times it's being silly, but man, those concepts, I wish the movie had a little been better, because those concepts in here really work. Those really are scary.
So you think it'd be good to do a remake, an updated version of it?
Man, if somebody could do it as something else other than Halloween, or maybe, because I always thought, like, if people want to try to do something with Halloween and bring this anthology back, don't take it to the theater.
Okay.
Put it on a streaming service, Netflix or something. And if they want to try that, this would definitely be one of those concepts that they could make. Because first of all, you know, this don't need to be. If they could put this down to an hour. This movie right here, you know, there's a lot of stuff they can take out and get to the point. Yeah, it would be great for a streaming an hour episode of a Halloween anthology. So for those, and the fans are there for it now. So you know, those people who are saying, "Man, I wish they could do that anthology right now." A lot of people understand, they're prepared for it, and they say, "Leave Michael Myers for the movies." You know, they're gonna reboot him again at some point, but let's try something different and do this anthology series on streaming, and I think that'll be perfect. So yes, to answer your question, yes, they should remake this. But I think they should remake it in a different format.
Okay.
I would actually love to see somebody remake this.
One thing I gotta say though, really quick, I don't know like what the budget was for this or anything like that, but I need a flashlight. I can't see shit in this goddamn movie.
Yeah, that's how you hide the budget, man.
God damn,
put it in darkness.
That shit is dark.
Or if they did do this as another movie, do it as a Blumhouse film and don't even say it's Halloween. Just take the concept and do something different with it so that people, when they see it new, they won't even know.
Right, right.
They may, I think I've seen this before. So yeah. Some people say, do they want me to spoil it? Nah, you know what, man? And its budget was $2.5 million. I don't want to spoil it, man. You know,
it's on Peacock. Just watch it.
Yeah, it's actually on Peacock. It's out there. You can see the ending online if you want to, but because the ending really does kind of have a cool punch to it, man. I would just say this: it's not a happy ending, and it's almost close to Invasion of the Body Snatchers in a way. And I think that even like the 70s Invasion of the Body Snatchers. The town that Silver Shamrock is in is named after the town in Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Santa Maria or something like that. I think, yeah, I think it's named after the town in Body Snatchers. Like, you know, again, that's a homage to that. Yeah, so, yeah, folks, watch the ending, man. If you watch this much, then you can go watch the ending and have the full context of it. Better yet, watch the movie. Movie's fun. Yeah. I mean, it might be flawed. I mean, it's goofy and you'll have a good laugh. But when the disturbing concepts kick in, it will disturb you. So it's fun.
That scene, I think of The Great Pumpkin with them walking by.
Man,
like that.
Oh, sorry.
Because you look at the size of the heads on the bodies of the children.
Only thing that's missing is a little boy with a sheet and 50 holes on it.
Yeah, right.
I got a rock. That's meant to. That's actually meant to be like that. You know, that's mood lighting. It wouldn't be scary if it was brightly lit.
Right. I was just saying, like, some of this stuff needs to be lit a little bit. I don't know.
Hey, remake this, man.
I know. I got
Bring a light bulb with you.
I'm going to bring a flashlight.
All right, y'all. There you go. I did not put Cochran's death scene in here. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff I didn't put in here because it is a cult movie and I want y'all to see it. I didn't do it to like put time and anything like that. I didn't want to spoil the whole film. I actually want to do kind of a review. And I want you guys to check it out. So, you know, you check it out for yourself. It is a fun movie. It's a perfect Halloween film, man. I did like it. So, I mean, if I had to rate it, I'd probably give it a rental. But, you know, I don't want to rate it, man, because I did have a lot of fun with this. It's taken off just for the storytelling and acting and some of just the ridiculous stuff in here. But do check it out. It's out there.